Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Lil Pump and China Mac finally run into each other. This Meek Mill rebrand is crazy. Uncle Murda drops the wrap up, and who's Lil Mosey? Let's talk hip hop.
Prince the producer.
Alright, so let me just let y'all know what's going on with Lil Pump and China Mac. So last week, Lil Pump premiered like a little clip for a song called Butterfly Doors on Instagram. And in that little clip, he said something like, my eyes, what did he say? He said, they call me Yao Ming because my eyes real low. And then he did like this, right? So China Mac saw that and he got offended. China Mac is a Chinese rapper, but he's from Brooklyn. China Mac did like 10 years in prison for shooting somebody back in the day, but he's out now. And he did a video like basically saying like, yo, Lil Pump, like I know you a kid and everything. You might not know what you're saying or what you're doing, but you need to apologize, you know, to me and the Asian community. So like the next day, Lil Pump does a video and he does apologize to the Asian community. He's like, yo, I didn't mean no harm. You know, I was just saying the lyric. He thought it was a funny like play on words. It's weird because, yo, Lil Pump is not the first rapper to ever do that. So, you know, that's kind of funny that, you know, they're offended by Lil Pump's lyrics. But I've definitely heard rappers before say, the Asian comparison, my eyes real low, they look chinky or whatever like that. So New Year's Eve, Lil Pump is in the club. He's in Miami chilling. And China Mac is also there in the building. So, you know, China Mac walks over to Lil Pump. It looks like they had a little conversation. It wasn't even really that long, maybe like a 30-second conversation. But then after that, China Mac threw up a video like, yo, you see that Lil Pump took the video down. And it's good. You know, I think that Lil Pump should have took the video down out of respect. You know, China Mac ain't nobody to be playing with out here anyway. But, you know, I don't really think that there's no real beef or nothing like that. You know, I do think that China Mac understands, you know, where Lil Pump was coming from. And Pump took it down. So, you know, you can't really be that mad.
You know what just happened, bro?
What?
Lil Pump just took the video down.
Yeah, nigga.
You know the vibes.
You know the vibe.
You know the vibes. You know who made that happen.
Yeah.
Huh?
Respect the culture.
Respect the culture. That's a...
Let me know what you guys think. You think that Lil Pump should have took it down? You think China Mac was going a little bit too hard on Lil Pump? Let me know in the comments below. So ever since Meek Mill got out of jail or got out of prison in April, he has been on a whole rebrand tour. I mean, he's not beefing with Drake no more. He's not beefing with The Game anymore. You know, he's just looking like positivity. He's walking around Brooklyn taking pictures with Jay-Z. You know, it's like Meek Mill is really out here changing up the game right now. Every single time I open my Instagram, I see pictures of Meek Mill on there looking like money, looking like success. I'm like, damn, this Meek Mill rebrand is serious. New Year's Eve, he's chilling with some of hip-hop's finest, yo. You got 21 Savage in the building, YG, Fabulous was there. Meek Mill had on like a peach suit kind of thing. He was just chilling, had the chains on. I'm like, yo, Meek he's bossing up right now. I think Meek is on his way to being a legend, if he's not a legend already. He's been in the game for like 10 years. And I really think that this whole thing is going to be big for Meek. But we can't forget, you know, where Meek came from. A lot of drama in the past few years. Like during that time that he was with Nicki Minaj, he was just kind of wilding out. You know, he beefed with Safari, and him and Safari didn't patch it up yet. He beefed with French Montana. They didn't patch it up either. So Meek has a way to go, but he's definitely on that road. I got homeboys that After what he did to like Safari, after what he did to Drake, you know, about the whole writing thing, I got homeboys that still don't mess with Meek to this day. I'm like, yo, you heard that new Meek? And they like, nah, man, I don't mess with Meek. So I don't know. Like I said, this is a rebrand right now, and hopefully, you know, Meek could gain some of those other fans back, because there's some people who kind of still a little upset with Meek for, you know, certain things that he did in the past few years. And Meek, he did interviews. He said, yeah, listen, I was wilding then, you know, I was popping a lot of pills back then, you know, so pardon, you know, certain things that happened, but, you know, we'll see. Right now, he's looking good. He's looking sober. He had the #1 album in the country. His music is sounding, you know, better than ever. He's got good content. He's talking about prison reform. He's protesting. He was on the news talking about it. He doesn't want to see young black men locked up for so long or get harsher sentences for the same crime as other people. You know, this whole rebrand got Meek Mill out here looking like a real boss. So, you know, now it's time for him to put another rapper on. You know, we tried it with Lil Snoop, and, you know, R.I.P. Lil Snoop passed away, but it's time for Meek to put down somebody else, man, and really make a boss move. You know, let me know what y'all think. Y'all feeling this Meek Mill rebrand? Are y'all messing with him? Was y'all still messing with him throughout the whole thing? Are y'all new fans of Meek Mill again? Are y'all still like, nah, I ain't messing with Meek like that? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright, so every year, Lenny Grant, aka Uncle Murda, drops the wrap up, right? For the whole year. And this year, the rap, yo, it was dope. But the thing is that the song, like, no cap, that song is 10 minutes long. So if you're going to listen to it, I'm going to put a link down in the description, because y'all need to listen to it. It's dope. But you're going to need some time to, like, sit down and listen to the whole joint. All right, so right off the top, he starts out talking about 6ix9ine and everything that happened with him this year. It's hard to so much stuff happened in 2018 that it's hard for you to just like cram all that into like one 3 or 4 minute song. So, you know, he gives 6ix9ine like 8 bars. Then he goes in and starts talking about like Chief Keef getting shot at. He talks about Suge Knight getting 28 years. He talks about Jill Scott on the microphone, Cardi B when she was trying to fight Nicki Minaj at Fashion Week. Yo, he even had to roast Young Buck. And Young Buck, man, is G-Unit family. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Murda is G-Unit family, but he even had to go in on Young Buck a little bit. He talked about Drake versus Pusha T. You know, he said that if Drake would have dropped that next track and responded, Drake would have won. But, you know, since, you know, he ain't dropped that joint, Pusha T got the W. You know, he talked about Stan Lee. He said, R.I.P. Stan Lee. I wish it was Donald Trump. He said, you know, free Rollo and A.R. Ab, you know, talking about them being in the feds. He said, you know, R.I.P. XX Tentacion, you know, take Trippie Redd. I was like, yo. He was like, bring back Mac Miller, take Lil Xan. That little nigga ain't a Tupac fan. And I'm like, yo. Like, yo, the whole song, Uncle Murda was just clowning, yo. It's a dope ass track. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be in the description, because y'all gotta hear that joint. Roasted Wendy Williams, you know, talked about her husband having an oops baby, saying like he was tired of your flat ass. He was just using you for the cash. He talked about Safari getting bottles thrown at him up at Dykeman. Talk about how NBA YoungBoy admitted how he had herpes, him and his girl. You know, Meek and Drake, they stopped beefing. You know, we talked about that. Black Panther, the movie, outselling any superhero movie ever of all time. You know, he called out Kanye West. He said, Kanye West, you know, you a coon. You got Donald Trump's dick on your breath. He also called Travis Scott a coon too. He's like, yo, man, we heard what you said about that Mike Brown interview. you deciding that you want to go ahead and perform at the Super Bowl, just ignoring everything that's going on with black people and with the culture. So, the song is dope. And honestly, yo, Uncle Murda didn't say nothing too wrong in that joint. You know what I'm saying? He was talking all straight facts. So check it out. It's in the description below. And let me know what y'all think about it. Leave your comments. Let me know. I think the joint's dope.
I feel like it's an issue. I'm not even tripping about none of this, bro. I'm just talking about the video. They just gotta respect that my video. That's my brothers. You niggas don't got respect that my brothers, bro. You niggas don't even have respect that my brothers, bro. So I don't even know why you niggas looking like y'all don't want this shit, bro. Niggas just gotta respect that all my family, nigga. Why you niggas leaving, bro? We just talking, bro.
You see that dude in the orange leaning up against the wall, like shaking his head, like, and looking like a sad puppy. I guess that's Lil Mosey. I don't know who Lil Mosey is. Lil Mosey is a rapper from Seattle, and I guess he was in his hood. He was in his own hood. Lil Mosey is like 16 years old, 17 years old. He's in his own hood, and he's got some change, him and his crew, things like 3 of them. And you see somebody who was like taking their chains, collecting their chains, like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know, man. The first time I ever heard of Lil Mosey was today when he got his chain taken. So, good publicity. All publicity ain't good publicity. But this is a kid, so hopefully he gets. Right now, his chain is doing a greasy neck tour around the entire state of Washington. So we're gonna see where the chain end up at. Somebody is saying, look, I'll give you back your chain for 20 bands, but I don't think Lil Mosey got 20 bands. He got them little ass chains. He's 16 years old, so whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let the chains go. Just buy a new one when you can or something. But I don't know. I think that this is real dumb. This is a bunch of young nigga shit, but I think that this is super dumb. I mean, why are you filming? I don't know who was filming it, but somebody was definitely filming them taking the chains. So whatever. And then Lil Mosey puts out a video on his Instagram a couple hours later, like with another chain on. So I guess he had another one in the crib, like, yo, I'm chilling, I'm good. Just showing like everything is all good with him. But that's a huge L, man. You can't be getting robbed for your chain. I mean, I don't, so we'll see. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all even care about Lil Mosey? Do y'all know one song by him? Let me know in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. That's all I got for you today. Peace.